What's going on, guys? It's Halloween Vids, and today I'll be doing a review on the Lowe's Halloween 2025 Peekaboo Vintage Clown Animatronic. Alright, so let's get right into the review. As I mentioned, this is the Peekaboo Vintage Clown, sold exclusively at Lowe's for the Halloween 2025 season. He is manufactured by Tekky Design, my all-time favorite animatronic manufacturer, and he is a reskin of the iconic Peekaboo Penny animatronic sold exclusively at Spear Halloween for 2014. As someone who loves clowns, and also as someone who Peekaboo Penny is my all-time favorite animatronic, I knew I had to have this guy. Especially him being made by Tekky. I am just a huge Tekky fan. But yeah, I saw him in stores, and I just had to have him. Just really, really excited to get into this, though. I was probably the most curious I was about this was to see his build, because the Peekaboo Penny, her build is atrocious. It is a plastic pole with a plastic base, and unfortunately they don't last. However, he is a completely metal build with a metal base that also has metal frame extenders. His mechanism is entirely made out of metal, and he is even less pieces than she was, which I thought was pretty crazy. But yeah, he's a really solid piece. As for his cosmetics, like I said, there are these little extenders here on his base. Then his shoes are a thin, hard plastic. Then we have two leg poles as well, right? Just with the costume. I do wish maybe there was foam here just to build out the legs a little bit more. You have to just kind of puff them out yourself. There is no foam doing that. Same with the pants here. Oh, this is like a thicker fabric material, so it's easier to kind of mold and shape into how you want. And his costume is a nice vintage beige, I would say. I really do like that color scheme of him. I do like the little buttons they have on here. They are just kind of sewn on. They're not puffed out or anything. Same with the buttons on top. They are sewn on as well. With some nice little black stripes. I love the aesthetic of the collar. I think it was a really nice touch, and it helps kind of hide the mechanism when it pops up, which I think is cool. And I do love like the, I guess, glossy, shiny feeling it has, or look. His hands are one piece together, and they are a hard plastic connected to the arms, which the arms do have some foam to support, which I do appreciate, and the hands are hard plastic, as well as the face, which is also a hard plastic, and I love the detailing on the face. I love how it's just black and white. I think it is really, really well done, and then I love the attention to detail with the lines on the eyes. I think that is really cool. And his eyes also do flash white, which I think was a nice little added touch. They help complement his color scheme very well, as well as his black hair here. And actually, a fun thing I noticed when I was setting him up, on the back here, there's like a little Tekky like print, which I think is really cool. That's just a fun little Easter egg there. Tekky putting their brand on their products, but yeah. Oh, his hat, again, just a nice thick fabric to help it shape itself and whatnot. Nothing too out of the ordinary with the hat. He does have two phrases, which I think is really nice. I believe it's two or three. I want to say it's two. I don't have the box on me to see, but yeah. No more hesitating. Oh, I actually did forget to mention his arms are posable as well, and you do want to pose them out of the box because the way they come, they are just way too far down, and you can obviously clearly see his face. So you do want to pose them upwards, but of course, be careful. You don't want to snap any metal because that will suck, especially wherever like the teeth connectors are. Those can snap easily if you're not careful. But yeah, let's get a quick demo of him.
Would you like to see the greatest show of all? Feast your eyes on this. Don't be scared. I'm just trying to have a little fun.
And actually, I just noticed after that demo, his collar did come unattached from his neck. I will have to fix that, but I'm not. That's just something I probably didn't have it on tight enough. But yeah, I love the audio change as well. How he gets like he starts talking normal and he gets more demonic, which I think is really cool. And I love the flickering lights and everything. I think he's great. And his mechanism is just so fast, just like Peekaboo Penny's. And his head actually retracts a lot faster than Peekaboo Penny's as well, which I do find fascinating. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't really have too much else to mention about him. Do I prefer him over Peekaboo Penny? No. Peekaboo Penny is she still has a special place in my heart for being my favorite animatronic of all time. But he is a very solid animatronic at that. And honestly, I'd probably give him I'll give him a 9 out of 10. I think I will deduct some points. I'm not the biggest fan of how the legs are without the foam. And then the plastic on the shoes could probably be just a little bit thicker. But apart from that, that's the only deduction I really see. Just like the legs, I can see being annoying, especially if he's outside in a little gust of wind. They get like very wonky looking and whatnot. But it's a very minor issue. He's a very great animatronic. He does retail for $149.99, which is actually the exact same price as Peekaboo Penny. So I have absolutely zero issues with the price. But that's all I have for the review. I really hope you enjoyed. Tell me what you think about the Peekaboo Clown in the comments below. And until next time, see ya.